On June 7, 1958, in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Prince Rogers Nelson was born. He was the son of jazz musician John L. Nelson and vocalist Mattie Della Shaw, both of whom were deeply involved in the music scene. Yes, Prince had several siblings. Tyka Nelson was Prince's only full biological sibling. She was born on May 18, 1960, about 2 years after Prince. Tyka is also a musician and has released several albums. There also were half-siblings from his father's previous marriage: Sharon Naren, John R. Lorna, deceased in 2006, and Dwayne Nelson, deceased in 2011. Most of his parents' musical talents were passed down to Prince, who was named after his father's stage name, Prince Rogers. From a young age, it was clear that Prince was destined for greatness. His home was filled with the sounds of jazz, blues, and gospel, which heavily influenced his musical style. Childhood marked by passion and struggles. Prince's upbringing was a mix of passion for music and personal struggles. His parents' tumultuous relationship ended in divorce when he was young, leading Prince to move between households. Despite these challenges, Prince found solace in music, teaching himself to play the piano, guitar, and drums by the time he was a teenager. His natural talent and dedication to his craft were evident, even at a young age, as he began performing in local bands and writing his own songs. The rise of a pop culture icon. Prince's big break came in 1978 when, at just 19 years old, he signed with Warner Brothers Records. Unlike most artists at the time, Prince was given unprecedented creative control over his music, a testament to his prodigious talent and vision. His debut album, For You, showcased his ability to play all the instruments and produce his own music, a rarity in the industry. Clashes and controversies pushing boundaries. Throughout his career, Prince was known for pushing the boundaries of music, fashion, and societal norms. His androgynous style, sexually charged lyrics, and eclectic sound often sparked controversy but also set him apart as a true original. Albums like Dirty Mind and Controversy challenged traditional notions of gender and sexuality, while Purple Rain solidified his status as a pop culture phenomenon. Successes and financial wealth. The 1980s were the peak of Prince's career. His album Purple Rain of 1984 not only topped the charts but also won him an Academy Award for Best Original Song Score. The accompanying film in which Prince starred became a cult classic. Hits like When Doves Cry, Let's Go Crazy, and Purple Rain dominated the airwaves, and Prince became a global superstar. His ability to blend rock, funk, pop, and R&B into a unique sound earned him critical acclaim and a massive fan base. Financial success and business acumen. Prince's success wasn't just limited to music. He was also a savvy businessman. He owned his own recording studio, Paisley Park, which allowed him complete creative freedom. His business ventures, including owning his master recordings and forming his own label, made him one of the wealthiest musicians of his time. At the height of his career, Prince was reportedly worth over $400 million, a testament to his financial acumen and relentless work ethic. Prince's unique hobbies and interests. Prince was known for his eccentric personality and unique hobbies. He was an avid basketball player, often challenging his friends and band members to games at his Paisley Park estate. Despite his small stature, he was a formidable player, even once famously beating comedian Charlie Murphy in a game, as recounted in a popular Chappelle's Show sketch. Another lesser-known fact about Prince was his love for roller skating. He would often rent out entire roller rinks for private parties, where he would glide around to his own music, decked out in his signature high-heeled boots and flashy outfits. His love for roller skating was just one example of his playful and carefree spirit, which contrasted sharply with his intense stage persona. A perfectionist with a love for privacy. While Prince was a public figure, he was intensely private about his personal life. He rarely gave interviews and kept much of his private life out of the public eye. Those close to him described him as a perfectionist, often spending hours in the studio fine-tuning his music until it met his exacting standards. His dedication to his craft was unmatched, but it also made him somewhat of a mystery, adding to his enigmatic allure. Clashes and artistic integrity. One of the most significant clashes in Prince's career was his battle with Warner Brothers Records over artistic control and ownership of his master recordings. In the early 1990s, Prince famously changed his name to an unpronounceable symbol often referred to as the artist, formerly known as Prince, in protest against the label, which he felt was stifling his creativity. He also appeared in public with the word slave written on his face, making a powerful statement about the music industry's control over artists. The legacy of artistic freedom. Prince's fight for artistic freedom resonated with many other musicians and set a precedent in the industry. His battle with Warner Brothers eventually led to greater awareness of artists' rights and the importance of owning one's work. Prince's insistence on creative control and ownership of his music was a major part of his legacy, influencing how artists approach their contracts and their relationship with record labels today. social contributions, and giving. Prince was not only a musical genius but also a generous philanthropist. Despite his private nature, he quietly supported numerous charitable causes throughout his life. He donated millions to various organizations, including those focused on education, clean energy, and social justice. One of his most notable contributions was his support of the Yes We Code initiative, which aimed to help young people from underrepresented communities learn to code and gain access to the tech industry. Activism and social justice. Prince was also an outspoken advocate for social justice. His song Baltimore, written in response to the death of Freddie Gray and the subsequent protests, highlighted his commitment to addressing issues of race and inequality. He also supported the Black Lives Matter movement, using his platform to raise awareness and inspire change. Prince's activism was a significant part of his legacy, demonstrating his belief that artists have a responsibility to use their influence for the greater good. Most memorable moments. One of Prince's most iconic moments was his performance at the Super Bowl XLI halftime show in 2007. Despite the pouring rain, Prince delivered an electrifying performance, culminating in a stunning rendition of Purple Rain that left the audience in awe. The performance is widely regarded as one of the greatest Super Bowl halftime shows of all time, showcasing Prince's extraordinary talent and stage presence. Another unforgettable moment was Prince's guitar solo during the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony in 2004. Performing alongside Tom Petty, Steve Winwood, and others, Prince stole the show with a blistering solo on While My Guitar Gently Weeps. His performance was so powerful that it has become one of the most talked about moments in the Hall of Fame's history, cementing his status as one of the greatest guitarists of all time. The final years and legacy. Even in his later years, Prince remained as creative and innovative as ever. He continued to release new music, experiment with different genres, and perform live to adoring fans around the world. His work ethic and passion for music never waned, and he remained a vital force in the industry until his untimely death in 2016. Prince's sudden death at the age of 57 shocked the world and left a void in the music industry that has yet to be filled. Fans and fellow musicians alike mourned the loss of a true icon, and tributes poured in from around the globe. His influence can be seen in countless artists who followed in his footsteps, and his music continues to inspire new generations. Prince was more than just a musician, he was a cultural phenomenon. His life was marked by extraordinary talent, relentless creativity, and an unwavering commitment to artistic freedom. From his early struggles in Minneapolis to his rise as one of the most influential artists of all time, Prince's legacy is one of innovation, activism, and a deep love for music. His contributions to pop culture, philanthropy, and social justice have left an indelible mark on the world, ensuring that his memory will live on for generations to come. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.